everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Elaini, or the Real Elaini, and this week I decided to count all my expenses, everything that I spent this week, and show it to you guys. So this is going to be a work week, what I spend in a week. So for reference, I am 23 years old and I live in Seoul, South Korea, and I'm an English teacher. So this is a pretty average week for me. I just did a super random week, but this is pretty typical for how much I spend in an average week. And I'll talk more in detail with that as I continue, but let's go ahead and get started. So I have everything written in this book if you see me looking down to read it. Also, for reference, I just wanted to mention that won can be translated roughly to the same amount in dollars. So if something is 1,000 won, it's about $1. Let's roughly say that. It is a little bit different, but that is a pretty close guesstimate, so it's easy for you to keep it in your brain. So let's go ahead and start with Monday. Monday, I started off by having to go pick up my health check, which you have to do to renew your visa. Well, I moved to a different school, which moved to a different school board, so they needed a new health check for me. I'm not sure if you have to do it every year because this is just my second year. So I took the subway, which is 1,251, to go pick that up on Monday. And then I took the train again, 1,250, to go to work. I got to work, hung out there for a little bit, and then I went into this place called Salati, or I think that's pretty much how you call it, how you pronounce it. I don't know, but I spent 15,200 won because I wanted a salad and a wrap. I ate the wrap then, and then I ate the salad later for more of a late lunch, early dinner situation. And then when I was finished with work, I spent 1,250 to go back on the subway. And then I spent $6,100. 101 on at the convenience store. I got ramen and a sausage, which I don't have a microwave, so I literally didn't end up eating that sausage, and it's still in my fridge. And I got these amazing hard-boiled eggs that are so good, and then, well, they're actually soft-boiled, they're so good. And then I got banana milk. I just wanted a typical Korean dinner. It's kind of light, so it was just a nice end all in the day with that. So my total for Monday was 25,051. All right, on Tuesday, I spent 13,201 at Subway. I have a Subway literally in my building, which is good but dangerous because I go there all the time. But I ended up getting a foot-long sub because I wanted to eat some then and then eat after my first couple of classes, because when you teach, you get really hungry. You use a lot of energy, especially when you're teaching young kids. So I ended up getting a foot-long sandwich. And am I the only one that literally orders the same exact thing that I ordered when I was 10? Because it's just so good, and I order the exact same thing every time I go there, which I'm not normally that kind of person, but Subway's just that place that you order the same thing every time you go. And then they have the best raspberry cheesecake cookies. I literally think that's one of the best cookies I've ever had. I think it tastes so good. So I got one of those just for fun because I love them. And then I also got a Dr. Pepper because Dr. Pepper, you can't find it really here, but it's always at Subway. So I try and get that usually whenever I go, depending on how I feel or whatever. But then after that, I took the train, the subway to work, so it was 1,251. And then for dinner, I picked up on the way home a 5,800 won snack pack. It was a snack wrap, kind of one of those, it's the snack wrap or whatever from McDonald's. It's pretty much the same thing, but I got the meal, and it was pretty decent. I thought it was not bad. But there's a KFC right next to my job, so it was convenient. And then I spent 1,251 to get back home. And the total for Tuesday was 21,500 won. Okay, let's go to Wednesday. So Wednesday I spent 1,251 to go to the police station. And the police station, I'm here, like, I was getting, like, a background check saying that, like, I haven't done anything wrong, like, while I've been in Korea, stuff like that. And they were closed. Well, like, they were on lunch break, and I was so angry that I, like, woke up early and, like, went all the way there, but it's fine. I got an amazing lunch because of it. So I got all of this sushi with, like, a sushi bowl. It was amazing for only 14,000 won. And then I went to work, and I spent 1,251 on the train. I went to Starbucks and got a $7,200 or 201 matcha. Yeah, Starbucks is expensive. Drinks in general, I mean, it's kind of the same in the States. Like, just drinks in general like that are expensive, but I mainly only buy things like matchas and chais, so that's why they're more expensive. And then I spent 4,500 won on a bunch of bananas. I probably got like 9 or 10. Bananas and apples are the cheapest fruits here, while everything else is super expensive. Those are the two things that you can eat that are super cheap. And then I bought some little cartons of soy milk, like the ones that come with the straws. I love getting those, just because I'm one person, so it's easy to buy little things like that. And so it was only 2,000 won to get those, and I got 3 cartons because at 7-Eleven they have them 2+1, which means buy 2 get 1 free. So I buy those all the time though, because I put them in my smoothies, or if I make coffee or anything like that, like kind of a tea, like milk tea at home, I always use that soy milk. And that soy milk actually has black beans in it, which it tastes amazing, and it has an amazing amount of protein, which is great to have in the mornings, things like that. And then I spent 1,251 to go home on Wednesday, so my total was 31,451. Moving on to Thursday. I spent 1,251 going to work, and then it's great, so good. I spent 80,731 on bills. So for your home, I get a bill like downstairs in the mailbox, and it has a management fee for the person that runs my building. So that's about 55,000 won, and then it also includes my water and my electricity. I get my gas separately, but all of that's included in the 80,000. So management fee being 55, so my electricity and my water combined was like 35, maybe less than that, because there was like a couple extra fees added onto it as well, like an elevator fee and stuff like that. So yeah, all of that was only 8. I mean, 80 sounds like a lot, but honestly it's not whenever you're actually talking about real bills. So like with my gas, I spend 100,000 at the max on bills in a month. And then my phone bill is about 65,000. So in total, I spend less than 200,000 won on my bills and expenses here. And then I get everything else, like all of the rest of the money is for me. So it's really nice. And then I spent about 100,000 on transportation, like buses and trains. So and sometimes I take taxis, but so I would say like 100,000 is a good number to put. So 300,000 in a month on bills is like not a lot whenever, like, because also my apartment is paid for by my school, so I have free rent. All I pay for is my extra amenities and stuff, so my bills and my phone and like transportation, like all of the personal things. So in the end, yeah, I spend like 300,000 won max on necessities, like bills and water and transportation, but then the rest I get on my own. So I literally, like, I make roughly, we'll just say around 2 million won, which is around $2,000 a month. So if I'm spending 300, I have 1,700 left for myself in a month, which, I mean, if you want to know why I moved to Korea, that's your answer, okay? And I love it here anyway. But So, okay, so that's that. That gave you a little insight on a monthly basis as well. And then I spent 9,801 on a salad and a couple of muffins for breakfast at Paris Baguette. Paris Baguette is probably the #1 cafe here. They have all kinds of like baked goods and like coffee, like different cafe style things. And yeah, I love their salads, their pre-made salads. They have like chicken and stuff like that. It's so good. And then I spent 1,251 to go home. So the total for Thursday was 93,031. So let's move on to Friday. Friday, I spent 1,251 to go to work. And then I spent 10,001 on a nail deposit. So I'm getting my nails done today. This is actually Saturday when I'm filming this. And I'm getting my nails done. So I usually spend, like, I send in a 10,000 won deposit because I usually get them done on a Saturday, and Saturdays are busy, so they want you to like send in a deposit knowing that you're gonna actually come in. So I spent 10,000 on that, and then it will go like towards my amount that I pay for when I get there, which is nice. And then I spent 4,200 on a kimbap because I wanted that for dinner. And there's like a place next to my work that these two ladies make it, and it's so good. And then I spent 1,251 going home. So on Friday's total, it was 16,701. The grand total is 187,731. So roughly like $150 if you want to actually convert it. So that is about average on what I spend in a week, because if it's not bills, then I need to go and buy like mouthwash or toothpaste or just random other things like personal beauty things or whatever that I need to buy. So it usually is like an average of $200 to $200. If like we're including weekends, it's probably 250 to 300, depending on what I'm doing. But during like a work week, I would say between 150 to 200,000 won is roughly what I spend. Especially because right now I am by myself. My boyfriend is out of town, so I am by myself, like eating alone and everything. So this is pretty much like things that I do. Sometimes I eat out, sometimes I eat at home, like whatever we have. Sometimes I grocery shop and then like do a mix of both. It just kind of depends, but it all evens out to about 150 to 200,000 won a like week. So I spend not even $1,000, like not even 1,000 or like 1,000,000 won in a month and then like I have extra to save, which I do save a good amount on top of maybe like if I want to splurge on something or whatever. Like, so average I spend about like max 1,000,000 won a month, or about $1,000 a month. But I mean, it can definitely be a lot lower if I wanted to, but that is about average for me. And then I'm able to save about another 1,000. So that's roughly how everything works for me. So like including bills and everything, I spend about $1,000 a month, about 1,000,000 won a month. So that's pretty average for me, and I'm very happy with that because I basically save half my paycheck and spend half my paycheck every month, because now I do get paid once a month, and that's pretty average here when you work in Korea. So yeah, let me know if you found this interesting. I do have some clips for some things that I bought and some things that I did, like I forgot, so sorry about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I feel like I still got to break down a lot of what a monthly expenses look like in Korea. But I wanted to just follow along an actual work week to get like real numbers. So I hope you found this interesting, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Let me know what you think down below, and leave any requests that you have for my life here in Korea, or anything that you want to see, like any vlogs you want to see or anything like that. But I appreciate you guys watching and supporting me, and I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye!